here we are at the beautiful KA Theatre, deep in the huge MGM Grand Metropolis, such a capital for fights over the last 20 years or so. Eddie is with me just before the press conference when they come head-to-head, Canelo and Daniel Jacobs. And the buzz in Vegas is phenomenal ahead of Cinco de Mayo.
It's incredible, and this is a huge middleweight matchup. I mean, it's a fight that's got everybody talking, the trade press, the casual fans. It's two of the very best in the world, and it's brilliant for the sport. And obviously being in Las Vegas here, I mean, this is an incredible theatre we're in just for the press conference today. Come face to face for the first time since the media tour, so probably a stone lighter and ready for business. Just a couple of days to go.
And you were right at the heart of the grand arrivals yesterday, the mariachi bands, and the flavour was phenomenal.
It was, and Canelo's a huge star. You have to remember, Danny Jacobs is a big star in America, but not to the levels of Canelo. So when we walked in for the grand arrivals, it was, a nice round of applause, and then hysteria, really, when Canelo came in. Obviously Cinco de Mayo weekend as well. He's got everything in his favour, so Danny knows he's got to go above and beyond in this fight to win. The 90% of the support in the arena is going to be for Canelo. The noise is going to be out of this world, and I think in Danny Jacobs' mind, he's got one eye on the knockout. I really do, and I know that we've seen Canelo do 24 rounds with Triple G. He has a great chin, but Danny fights in explosive spurts, and he really believes that he can stop Canelo on Saturday.
He's always wanted this fight, hasn't he, Danny Jacobs?
Badly, and when I signed him probably 2 years ago, he said to me, like, the fight that I want is Canelo, and as you do, you sort of say, yeah, I'll deliver you that, and you hope that you can. I always felt that he was a great candidate for that fight. When he won the world title, you think, okay, big unification fight, everybody pushed the fight. And listen, fair play to Canelo and Oscar de la Hoya. They could have taken a much, much easier fight. People in the business say this is a tough, stylistic fight for Canelo. He's struggled in the past against people that can move, whether it's Austin Trout or Lara, those kind of guys. Danny can do a bit of everything. He moves well, he can stay in the pocket, he can fight in the pocket, he can punch. Obviously has the size as well on Canelo. This is a really intriguing matchup, and I know that internally, Oscar and Golden Boy, they know that this is a crunch moment for Canelo's career.
Canelo shone, of course, in Madison Square Garden, becoming a three-weight champion against Rocky Fielding. We're back in the Garden June the 1st for Anthony Joshua. Announced that he will fight Andy Ruiz Jr., fast hands, warrior, competitive, wants it. What an opportunity.
He does. Bit of a big belly, but very, very fast.
Aesthetically not the best.
No, you know what, Adam, it's funny because I'm just glad that AJ and the people who know boxing know how difficult a fight this is, because when you look at the guy, you think it's going to be easy work for Anthony Joshua. So a lot of people today, like, the reaction is, wow, this guy doesn't look in Joshua's shape. He's not. But what he does have is tremendous boxing IQ, fast hands, good work rate, and he's not afraid to let his hands go. And he's one of the reasons that I wanted to choose him, because I know him, I know what he's all about. Look at his response today, and look at the response from people in boxing. They say this is a much tougher fight than Jarrell Miller because he has much, much faster hands. He likes to move inside, he has a great amateur pedigree as well. And this is a massive banana skin. And it's one of those ones where AJ doesn't really have a lot to gain because, the outsiders are saying, oh, he'll win that fight easy. But talk to people around here and you'll get the reaction from them today. They know this is a real tough fight. And you're going to have a lot of fun with Andy Ruiz. He's a massive character. And on Cinco de Mayo weekend, this weekend, Andy Ruiz has a chance to make history and become the first ever world heavyweight champion. And the reaction here in the arena on Saturday night when he arrives, it's going to be special. Mexico's behind Ruiz, and he believes he's going to do it. He really believes he'll beat Joshua. A lot of these people look at Joshua. I heard his comments today. Oh, Joshua's robotic, he's this, he's that. When you get in the ring with him, it's another thing. People said the same thing about Klitschko, and AJ moves much better than Klitschko does, in my opinion. But they all believe they see a weakness. They all believe if they get inside, they wear him down, they let their hands go, they whip him in over the top, that they can do it. And he is a guy that can do all of those things. He's got to get there, he's got to get in the inside, because I tell you right now, with everything that's happened, AJ is ready to erupt, and he's ready to erupt at Madison Square Gardens. He cannot wait to make his American debut. It's going to be an amazing week. We've got most unbelievable activities planned around the fight. It's going to be a huge moment for his career. He's just got to be on it and focused, because Ruiz is going to be a little pit bull in the ring at Madison Square Garden.
June the 1st, enormous over at the Garden, but a huge fight ahead this weekend as Canelo and Daniel Jacobs go for world middleweight unification. It's a super one. Don't miss it.